was waiting for the lift, waiting for her to slow down for this. I'm like, you know, to overslow it a little bit. No, she didn't. It was great. She actually just stayed in it, and I knew she and just stayed around the corner. And I came to the last corner, and whoop whoop, and oh my gosh, I was so excited for her. I really thought that she would like slow it down a little bit. I told my grandparents so much about it after I got out because it was so exciting. And her boyfriend, it was her first time autocrossing, and he's experienced autocrosser, and she got like a half a second faster time.
Wow.
On that run. She got 5 seconds faster than she was running before. And she was so excited about it because like I think that she was just coming around this car and she was like making such a maneuver, and I go, 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 and she just goes whoop, and she just stays in it and just kind of floats it around the last part, just perfect. You know, it looks like it's supposed to be a whoop, 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 and she just whoop and just floats it right in the last corner. And then, because she had to, because it was, and just brakes really hard, and it was really perfect, and it was fast. It was fast around that last part. And then, of course, that last little slalom kind of overslowed it a lot, but I thought it was really exciting. She was so ecstatic. Up there so bad. Yeah.
He shoved the guy off. But nobody wants a guy to be on the float anyway.
Yeah, they kind of lowered it halfway, and then I jumped on, and then someone else tried to pile on, like they were going to pile on with me.
Yeah.
And I kind of just really quickly, shoulder chucked them off to the side, and they just fell off the side, and whoopsie. And then I just went right up in the air, and I was like, whoopsie.
Were people holding this up with their hands?
Oh, everyone was holding it up with their hands, and then they would move it around, and it would move so quickly to the other side.
Wow.
And then, so once I actually got up there, and it was in the middle, and people were watching, they're like, and then the few people in the middle, they must have known or seen us before, like, Sarah, that's Sarah there. And then they go, and then they're lifting up their arms, and then people, started taking a video because it was the first time the float was really in the air and somebody was on it.
Oh.
And someone was actually on the float.
Yeah.
So everyone was taking videos, and he had just come out, and it was going to one side and then the other, and then I kept going, oh, it was so cool.
You got the moves.
Oh, I did. I had the moves.
Well, you like to dance, right?
I do. I don't even know what I was doing. I wish I could see a video and look back at what I was doing.
You know that the videos
I don't know. I was doing a lot with my arms, and I think it was so cool. And everyone was doing what I was doing, and I was doing a lot with the arms. I forgot, but it was awesome.
Were you standing
doing a lot of different dance moves. No, I was on my knees.
On your knees.
I was on my knees.
How big was?
I was trying to get, and I kept putting my hand down because I kept dancing, and everyone kept dancing with me.
Wow.
I don't know. It's about the size of a bigger inner tube that had the middle filled, so it's just a big circle.
Yeah.
And then had this gooseneck sort of sticking out.
Oh, that's so cool.
I was on it, and most people fall in the middle and couldn't get up, so I was on it with just my knees, and I'd keep myself up, and I kept dancing with everybody. So the crowd really got involved with what I was doing. Yeah. And that's when everybody started taking a video. It was really cool. And then when I got down, oh my God, that was awesome! I was like, okay, let's make sure that everyone just witnessed me up there, because that was awesome. He was like, everyone just saw you. We all got videos. That's awesome. It was so cool. I got flipped up there right away. I wanted on it. As soon as it came out, I wanted it.
Wow.
So I dove for it.
So you don't mind being center of attention?
No.
You like it?
No, I did like it at the time.
That's good. That'll serve you well, Sarah.
No, it was very good. It was so fun at the time. I got lifted up and everybody was dancing with me. It was when the song just started. So everyone was super, super pumped up, and they tossed it up in the air, and then they threw it to one side, and then it got tossed all the way to one side, and then all the way to the next side, and everyone was kind of doing the dance that I was doing. It was great. And then I got put down, and then right where I got put down, everyone around me formed a big circle and opened up the middle, and And that was when he kind of like that. The song kind of opened up, and then it dropped, and everyone stepped from side to side, and then just a few guys from this side and a few guys from this side just ran full speed into each other, as fast as they can, and everyone's in the circle. And they're kind of like, yep, and then they're pushing these guys around from one side to the other. And if you threw yourself in there, you think it's like death. You're absolutely gonna fall over. But as soon as you get you could be like 2 feet from the ground when you start to fall over, and it's like you get cradled, and 1,000 arms just come in, and then whoop, you're right back up in the air again. You're right back up. It was awesome.
I'm sorry,
running into more people.
Show me one of those point buys again. What's it like? They don't point by like the chin guys do they? But at least some of them actually do point by.
Yeah.
Right?
No, the chin guys point by. These guys, some of them point by. It's just... Arm is up and over.
Yeah.
Very misleading.
Well defined.
And they'd come around these 3 cones to the left, and they'd lift a lot, and they'd slow it, and they'd make it a turn, and they'd turn in there. But the cones were so far apart that you could just come in there and just kind of shoot through the middle and just not lift. It was more like a straightaway, all the way from where the hump of the curb is at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Yeah.
All the way to the very end. The way that they set it up was so fast. That you could just floor it. But they kind of did it where it looked like maneuvers. So each car would go through there, and they would go all the way left, and then they go all the way right, and they would make it turns. That's where when you came out of that slalom, as soon as you went over that hump and you set it up right and you came all the way left, you just as long as you kept, it wasn't absolutely straight. It's kind of like a little bit of a radius. If you just kept going and increasing it, it would just whoop, and you just float it into the end. And all of a sudden you go through the end, and then right at the end there's this a teeny little slalom. So you have to brake really hard, and you have to go through the last quick little slalom. But everybody, and I think that was such a gain in time for me and for the girl that I was instructing as well, because I talked about that a lot, is that coming back, because she would do that. She would come back, even the pros would do this, and they were making it such more of a maneuver, so they would turn left, and then they'd turn right, as where the cones were so spread apart that you could just keep going. And she had a little video going, because actually her boyfriend who was there did autocross and has done autocross, and he had a video going, so he put it in her car, and this was so satisfying. She really wasn't doing that well. I think she was going really slow in the beginning, because she was really making it just sort of these turns, and I think probably her boyfriend is doing it, and everyone is kind of doing it, where you could just kind of, and I told her car was a Honda and it was slower, so it felt like when she took off that speed when I first rode, it was almost like the Porsche some places. You just she couldn't get it back there. It couldn't catch back up. It was a very slower Honda. And she's going, but it just couldn't get going. It was slow. She needed to keep the momentum up, and everyone kept making this a maneuver, so they'd come into this cone that's on their left hand, and they'd turn, because autocross is tight. A lot of times you want to pick key cones, and you want to keep right close to those cones, which makes sense at some places, but this was one of those kind of things that And then everyone kept going tight into these cones, and they'd make it more of a maneuver, and it was so slow. And I realized, especially with the Porsche, oh my gosh, that I would do a lot better, and I would gain a lot more on people, especially for how far apart the cones was. I was like, even though it's way over there, I can use all of the road over here.
I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Ain't nothing but
Now? I got my ticket for the long way run. 2 bottle whiskey for the way. And I sure would like some sweet company. For tomorrow I'm leaving, what do you say? When I'm gone, when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me back with my hair. You're gonna miss me everywhere. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I got my ticket for the long way run with the prettiest of view. It's got mountains, it's got rivers, it's got sights, give you shivers. It sure would be prettier with you. When I'm gone, when I'm gone. And something when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair, gonna miss me everywhere. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone.